Welcome to this Travelling to the Telluric Realm to Meet the Fairies guided meditation. You find yourself sitting in a beautiful meadow. There are pretty daisies shooting up from the green warm grass underneath you. You can hear the sounds of the meadow, insects buzzing and gentle breeze rippling through the blades of grass. This brings you a sense of peace, which starts to flood over your whole body. You feel the warmth spreading up from the earth below. You lie down in the grass and start to bathe in this warmth of the earth. The sunlight is trickling down through the light, white, fluffy clouds, and you start to feel this healing your body. You start pulling this energy from the earth below and the sunlight above into your body. Feel it spreading up through your feet, filling up your legs. This warm glow taking over your feet and legs. Feel it spreading up past your knees and into your thighs, healing and relaxing them as it travels. Feel it start seeping up into your hips and up into your belly now, and then gently help it start to rest in your heart space. You feel in total connection to the earth below you. Feel the soft, warm sunlight at the top of your head and let it flow into you, letting the tension drain from your forehead, allowing your jaw to rest and soften. Your whole face is glowing with this beautiful sunlight. Let the sunlight travel down into your neck and shoulders, releasing any pain or tension we have there. Feel it moving down both of your arms as they give into gravity and sink further into the warm grass beneath you. Filling up both of your hands and right down to the tips of your fingers. As the sunlight starts to bathe your chest and move into your heart space, you feel it start to meld and blend with the energy of the earth, and then it starts connecting you to the whole universe. The earth below you and the skies above. You are fully present in your body now. You are connected to all that is, and you will take from this journey exactly what you need to. Your body is flowing with this healing energy, and you sit up feeling refreshed and excited. You start to take notice of everything around you, and you can feel the energy flowing to you from all the plants in all of the colours of the rainbow. The daisies are still there, but you now realise this whole meadow is full of flowers, full of colour, full of life. You look around and see a beautiful forest just off the meadow, and you start walking towards it. All you can see and feel around you is the sounds of nature. It's like the real world is a million miles away. Stepping into the forest, the cooler air here brushes against your skin, giving you the most delightful goosebumps. Walking steadily along the path, you see stunning old trees in white ash, maple and oak. There is an owl sleeping peacefully in the top branches of one of the trees, and it makes you smile. Is this a guardian of the forest? Realizing the forest is full of life now, you see squirrels running along the tops of the branches of the trees and hedgehogs playing in the grass. There is a beautiful clear stream running into a bright crisp pool, and you can hear frogs and see them jumping from lily pad to lily pad. You are so taken with all of the beauty of the forest you don't even realise you're at an ancient tree. This is the reason you are here. for this is the portal to all dimensions. As you examine the outside of the tree, you realise there are carvings in the bark. Although it's not in any language you've ever seen before, you know what it means and that you've been in this exact place before. Run your fingers over the carvings and feel the magic that flows through them. You walk through the doorway and into the tree. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you notice some steps leading down further into the tree, into the earth itself. You take a deep breath and let it out, knowing there are 10 steps leading to a cavern below. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now inside the cavern, inside the tree. As you look ahead of you, you see a light. There's a portal here. It's glowing and translucent and has all of the colours you could ever imagine in it. The portal is shimmering with what looks like starlight. The edges of the portal are the roots of the tree. They are wrapped around it in an intricate design, almost holding it in place. The swirling energy of the portal draws you near. You have a knowing about this portal. It can take you wherever you so desire. You just have to set the intention in your mind. This is the gateway to all dimensions. You stand in front of the portal and set the intention to travel to the second dimension, the Telluric Realm, and meet the fairies which live there. You take one long, slow, deep breath, close your eyes, and as you gently breathe out, you step through the portal and into the second dimension. You may feel a shift in energy as we step through the portal. This is all fine. This is perfectly safe to move into this frequency. Give your body a few seconds here to settle before we move onwards. As you step out of the portal, you realise you're in the land of the Fae folk. There's trees here which seem even older than the forest you were just in. They smell musty and they feel wise. Their bark is covered in beautiful green moss and they have flowers on their branches which shimmer like starlight. There is no sunlight here, but you're in a forest made of starlight. You can hear small chimes making sound and very small voices. They seem to be full of curiosity as to who you are and why you're here. The forest smells amazing and you realise there are bluebells and foxgloves perfuming the air. You feel a slight shift in the air by you and realise one of the fairies has come to take a closer look at you. She is beautiful, with shiny gossamer wings and long flowing silver hair. You move slowly to look at her. She seems so delicate she can be easily frightened. She wants you to come with her. People are not often admitted to the lands of the Fae, and she feels you must be very special to be able to come here. You start following the fairy and see she is leading you to a small clearing in the trees. In the clearing there's a perfect ring of toadstools and she perches on a log just outside of it. She gestures for you to sit in the ring of toadstools, but this is a fairy circle. You have had a fairy with you since birth, and she wishes to know if you'd like to meet her again. This will be permitted in the ring of toadstools, for fairy circles are very sacred places. If you agree to this, with the Queen of the Fae folk, for that's who you've been talking to at this time. Your fairy will come to you now in the fairy ring. You close your eyes and wait for the signal. You don't know what it will be, but you just know that this is very important. You feel a gentle kiss on your lips. It feels like a whisper of starlight, and your whole body lights up with the blessing your fairy has given to you. The magic you once knew starts to stir again in your body, and you're flooded with joy. You open your eyes and see your own fairy guardian in front of you. She smiles sweetly at you, and you are reunited again. The Fairy Queen is overjoyed you have chosen to embrace your life with the Fae folk again, and she offers you a healing and a blessing. She asks you to lie down as your fairy calls out in the most beautiful tinkling voice, like the sounds of crystals, for the other fairies to join you. You're asked to lie down in the sacred circle and to close your eyes. Thousands of fairies start to fly in the air above you in the fairy circle. Each one drops a gift of starlight. As it lands on your body, you feel that part of you has been healed and blessed. You hear them laughing as they shower you with starlight, and you start to laugh as well, as this is a joyous occasion. You have never felt more alive or more loved. The happiness spreads from you to the fairies to the whole forest, which starts to be bathed with starlight and healing. You open your eyes and see all of the fairies swirling above you in a beautiful dance, their wings flittering as they pour their starlight down onto you. You are being bathed in the stars. Enjoy this sensation. As the fairies slow down, they in turn start to wave goodbye to you and leave back to their homes until only your fairy and the Queen of the Fae remains. In celebration of this ceremony, they offer you an acorn of sweet honey wine, which you take gladly. As this sweet nectar slips down your throat, you feel all your senses turn back up and on. You can see with your fairy eyes too now, and the world will be more magical for it. You can come back here and visit with the Fae anytime you choose. But for now, it's time to say farewell. You start to make your way back to the portal with your fairy and the Fairy Queen at your side. Being able to see with all of your senses on now, the forest is even more beautiful than you could have imagined. You realise the foxgloves and bluebells glisten like precious jewels, and there are crystals growing out of some of the trees. This truly is a wondrous place. As you reach the portal, and before you step back through, you turn one more time to look at your beautiful fairy guides. You may return to the land of the Fae whenever you choose, dear one. You're a treasured friend now. The Fairy Queen offers and plants a gentle kiss on your cheek. Your fairy waves goodbye to you and blows you a kiss as you watch her fly back into the forest like a star. Next time you see a small flash out of the corner of your eye, ask if your fairy is near, and you might just hear a whisper that she is. You step back through the portal. You thank the portal for taking you to the land of the Fae folk, the Telluric Realm. Then you count your way back up the stairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're at the entrance to the ancient tree now. Thank the tree for showing you the way to the dimension of the fairies, and know you can come back here any time to visit this or any other dimension you choose to. This tree is the portal to all dimensions. You look around at the ancient forest, at the white ash, maple and oak trees, and wonder how many lifetimes you've walked through this forest. Your senses seem to have been heightened, and you can feel all the creatures of the forest from all the dimensions. They're all waiting for you to come back and visit with them. But for now, it's time to leave the enchanted forest, and you start to follow the stream back out of the forest. You walk past the owl, who's starting to wake up, and find yourself back in the meadow where we started this journey. You realise as you step forwards, you're still lying in the meadow. The trip to the Telluric Realm happened fully in your astral body. You walk towards your sleeping self and lie down next to it, which instantly transports you back into your body. You feel more rested and healed than you have in a very long time. Take some time to come back into your body, slowly moving your fingers and toes, stretching your arms and shoulders, taking a few deep breaths, and when you're finally ready, open your eyes.